Hello and welcome to Destiny Digits. This is the life path reading for life path number 7. First card we have out for 7 is community. So as a 7, you guys are mystics, right? You do kind of have superpowers. You're very intuitive. The bulk of your world, your reality of what you experience in life takes place within you. That's where you go to kind of dissect and decipher information, gain clarity, ask questions, find answers. So you guys are extremely logical and analytical, right? You're like a computer in a sense, because you really process information. And that kind of dictates the steps and the way you step in life. So we have community, we have trust. And so the first card, community, I feel like it's a reminder that you belong to something. On the card, we have a picture of a forest. And of course, a forest is home to many species, but everybody plays a significant role. There's also butterflies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 butterflies here. So 5 in numerology is about change, adventure, exploration, expansion, and it's also about transformation. So, personally, I believe that you are transforming in some way, and you could be joining a community, you could be growing into a role within a community. But nonetheless, this transformation that takes place personally is necessary for a community that you are either currently a part of or will be a part of soon, right? So this change is not for naught. And there are other souls similar to you, but there are also souls that need you, right? We are all here because we are serving and we have something that someone else needs. So Spirit is asking you to trust. So while you transform, while you join or immerse yourself in whatever this newness is for you, Spirit is saying trust. If you were sitting on this beach, this landscape for the trust card is like a beautiful nighttime scene on an island. And if you were on this island and it was as beautiful as this, I think you would trust that the next moment, the next day, the next month would be like this, right? And so Spirit is saying, no matter what things look like around you, just trust that what is to come is something beneficial and something that will bring you pleasure. Okay. So have faith and don't always count on what you see, sense, feel as the ultimate deciding factor as to what will, be for you. And so pleasure is yours. Trust that pleasure is at the end of whatever this shift is. And I really do think that this is some type of transformation, something new, letting something go, embracing something different, something foreign. But nonetheless, this is all for your pleasure. But, as we shift, change, as we embrace new things, release the old, sometimes those are uncomfortable places and spaces. And, it can feel kind of funky sometimes. And so it's really about trusting the process and knowing that what you seek is also seeking you, no matter what it currently looks or feels like. And at the bottom of the deck, we had Enlightenment. And this is the overall energy. And so I feel like whatever it is that you were absorbing, knowing, understanding, whatever it is that you are leveling up to in your own space, it is something that you can rely on. It is something that you can trust, and is something that you can count on to bring you joy, contentment, right? Whatever that is for you. So next to community, we have Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So maybe the role that you are stepping into, or maybe you are some type of mediator, embrace the energy of peace. Sometimes when we leave one space, that was really conflicted in our life, and we step into healthy relationships, that can sometimes feel a little bit awkward if we're kind of used to chaos and toxic stuff. So if we are joining a community where and community really just means like sharing ourselves with others, right? But if this is about sharing yourself with those that are also like-minded, nonetheless you are stepping into relationships, connections, social settings, that allow you to not be disturbed, right? So peace is available to you. And considering that you are very inward and introspective, I think that these are going to be comfortable spaces that support the energy that you just have, right? Next to trust, we have High Priestess, harness mystic power. You are a mystic as a 7, right? And so Spirit is saying to trust in yourself, trust in your ability, and trust in what you can create and put out into your existence, right? Trust in you. Next to pleasure, we have see from a higher perspective. Sometimes when we're deeply involved in situations and we're right up on them, the details can kind of consume us, and we can get lost. But when we step away and we pull back, we understand why things had to happen. Even if it didn't feel good, we just understand that all things are really necessary for our growth, good and bad. And so I feel like if you are not, if you are in a place where you are struggling to find pleasure in the situations that you are going through, Spirit is asking you to gain a higher perspective, right? And so when we go through these uncomfortable shifts, it's really just about understanding that they're necessary, but they're not forever. Okay. And so if we can get through the lesson, take what we're supposed to take, leave behind what's not supposed to continue into this next journey, and just really, this is a form of enlightenment, just seeing things as Spirit would see them, right? Or attempting to. We can gain pleasure in knowing, like, this will pass. Things won't always be this way. This is just a necessary whatever. So at the bottom of the deck is Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So this enlightenment, this understanding, this light bulb moment that is going to come to you, this is really about your ability to step into this role as a creator, a nurturer, a birther. You're growing personally, but it's because of the growth that you are making personally in all aspects of you, that you are going to be able to see this manifest into your physical world. So it is your growth that will look like a reward in the physical world, right? And it's through the energy of peace that you get to step into this newness and know that you're safe, know that whatever comes next actually has a space and a place for you where you're wanted and you're needed. Trust in your abilities, right? Really tap into the gifts that you have. We have High Priestess. So as a 7, like, this is exactly what you would kind of represent energetically. Someone who doesn't always have to say much, but they are reading and dissecting and decoding and deciphering, right? Everything that they have experienced, but it's all within them. And so that in itself is a power to read the world inside out and to really understand it. And so Spirit is saying, trust in whatever gift you have. It is unique to you. It is a power that was given to you. And there's something that you're supposed to do with it, right? And people need people. So it is in this community, it is in this new space that you will be able to tap into your gifts and really apply them. And when it's hard to see the pleasure or the reason in the situations that we have to endure, Spirit is saying, see things from a higher perspective, right? Have an eagle eye. And understand why these things are necessary, but nonetheless, they all grow and strengthen you. And then the extra card that came out was Traveler. It says move in a new direction. So whatever it is you're about to learn and understand, maybe you will be learning which way to go, which community to join. You will be at peace once you are able to finally make this change. Spirit is reminding you to trust in your ability, trust in the unknown, but also trust that you have all that is necessary to get you through these tight spots that may just, they're uncomfortable because we don't know them. We haven't been here before. We're shifting, right? And so keep a bigger picture of the situation, and embrace this shift, this change, this move, this new direction. All right, so we're pulling out 9 cards here. First card we had come out was Two of Cups, followed by Ace of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So the center card is kind of the main energy, and then we'll read around that. So in the center so far, we've got King of Wands. And so this is an energy of a warrior, someone that's very powerful. They understand their strength. They understand how to apply pressure, when to pull back, when to go forward. They're magnetic, right? That wand is like their energy force. It is an extension of them, but in many ways, it is them. It is what they use to create. So this is just a fiery energy. And it is a masculine here, but this is energy, not necessarily gender that we're talking about. So we also have 5 of Pentacles. So this is an energy of feeling unwelcome, left out. This is feeling like you're lacking something. It could be lacking, actual needs, lacking people, lacking support, lacking care, not having just the vitals and the necessities of life to get you through, just never feeling like you have enough. And so we transition from this lack energy into this King of Wands, into this Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is an energy of patiently waiting and considering and deciding about what to do with that pentacle. Who should we offer? How can we make this grow? How can we invest in this? What is deserving of this effort, of this energy, of this gift that I have? At the bottom of the deck, we have Hermit in reverse. All right. So this King of Wands is coming out of, and the Hermit is also very similar to you as a 7, right? Because the Hermit is about going in. But when the Hermit goes inside, sometimes it is an understanding that you are diving into the dark spaces. And those are the places within us that we tend to not want to deal with. They don't make us feel good. They bring up bad memories. Our body gets weird feelings, right? And so this Hermit mode is about going into the dark state, the dark aspects of who we are, to really understand what's happening and why things are going the way they're going in our life. But when this is in reverse, this means we're coming out of this. And so if you've been in solitude, if you've been in isolation, if you've been discovering, seeking, and searching as you naturally would do as a 7, you have discovered something. And if you don't know yet, you will, which is why we have the Enlightenment card at the bottom of the Oracle deck, right? That's exactly what this Hermit goes in. He goes in to be enlightened or to bring light to something. And so it is when you come out of this Hermit mode that you realize that you have grown, and Spirit returns that growth, that pursuit within, with rewards. And so this is that King of Wands. This is this passionate warrior. This is someone who maybe has a different perspective, right? They understand their value. At one point, they were left out in the cold, but now they're in this place of power and just really understanding the energy that they possess. And they're kind of reflecting about where they've been and really embracing this newness of where they are now. right? So isn't that amazing to go into Hermit as the Five of Pentacles, but to come out as the King of Wands once this enlightenment is understood about who you are? And so when Spirit says to trust and harness your power, that's how we transition from this Five of Pentacles to this King of Wands. It's trusting that what we learned or discovered or now know about ourselves is vital, right? And so this King of Wands has left lack. Now they're in the stage of power. And what's next is either being presented with something, receiving something, or wanting to offer. But just like we have this high priestess kind of handing something, I feel like this is you accepting the gifts and the power within you, right? And so Spirit has handed you knowledge of something that you possess. And this is you in that Knight of Pentacles. You understand that this gift that you have, this power, is something that should be protected, something that should be cared for, thought about. And you don't, it's not everything is worthy of having it. And really, it is you. Now, beneath this King of Wands, we have the Five of Swords, but it's in reverse. And so when it's upright, it's about losing or battling, conflict, things like that. But in reverse, this could be meaning you're coming out of these energies where life has felt like losses and gains, right? And, it was this Five of Pentacles. Beneath the Five of Pentacles, we have a Knight of Cups, and this is about an offer or accepting offers, accepting relationships with people, accepting commitments with things, people, places, and things. That really were not for our best interest, right? So five. This is about being turned upside down, literally turned upside down. So we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is about collaborating with people, right? Working with people in some way. So this doesn't necessarily have to be intimacy. I know we see the Knight of Cups, so it's, emotion, love, but that doesn't have to be it. This could just be you showing up to work with others, to, to just share yourself in whatever way that was. If it was love, then fine. But nonetheless, it's joining to work together, to collaborate, to build, to establish something, sharing what you believe is the best part of you, but realizing that these spaces, these groups were kind of superficial. There was no depth. And if there is no depth, or if things are superficial or not as they are, you will be the first to discover that, So this is about you being able to turn those losses into gains by recognizing that you can read places and people and things. You have the ability to see. And once you see, you can save yourself, from experiencing just unnecessary hiccups or delays with people that don't have the same integrity and intention that you do. And so this is about you literally ending that cycle by acknowledging, that you had lost enough. You had dealt with this enough, with feeling, that there always had to be a winner, a loser, in situations where it was really supposed to be fair, balanced, creative, expressive, just supportive. So above this King of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And so this pentacle, I feel like is you. It's understanding that you already have this gift. This is the gift that you discovered through hermit mode, through the enlightenment. This is a gift that is going to bring you peace and offer peace to others. This is the gift that's connected to your mysticism, right? And so we have the Two of Cups. This is along the lines of community. So if this is about you meeting a like-minded soul or someone that just vibrates at your level, then that's an opportunity for you as you step into what is to come. But this could be your higher self. This could be your physical self identifying with the gift that you now have, and then you come together to establish this Ace of Pentacle. This is higher and lower merge. This is you merging with a loved one. This is just about a merger between two equal, soulful, spiritual energies. And so nonetheless, it is because you are exiting solitude, but it is also because you learned and really asked and sought out information that now Spirit is giving you an opportunity to match and to vibrate and to resonate and surround yourself with situations and experiences that really enhance and reflect the gift that you have, right? And so this Knight of Pentacles, we have so many pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 5, Knight, Page, Ace. So in this next stage, and we had some extra cards that came out. So I just wanted to take a note of them just in case they do resonate. The Knight of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So the Knight of Wands is like this passionate, just fighter, warrior, just a go-getter going after whatever it is they desire. And in this case, it's the 10 of Cups. It's the unconditional love. It's the happy family. It's the total fulfillment. It's it's the feel good, right? So we have, and this is a bonus that came out, but you never know. So if you are this King of Wands, and if you are pursuing a 2 of Cups situation and you have found somebody, maybe you joined a new space and you did find somebody, but nonetheless, there is a connection. There is something that you are going to have an option to take part in, to partnership with, and together that is going to allow you to establish, accept, and pursue this Ace of Pentacles. And so all that work that you did within, now it's time to see it manifest into your physical world. If that is love, then it's love. If it's a unit, if it's establishing wealth for your family, if it's following your creativity, whatever it is, whatever brings you this endless unconditional love, it's available to you. And it's on this journey that you are pursuing. And as long as your wand, as long as that wand is your power, it's your energy, that's your source, your life force. And that should represent the power that you have. You should lead with the gift that you now have discovered that you have. This Hermit has the wand, the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. And I feel like that represents, your power and how you lead and live your life. And when we're talking about a new direction, sometimes that's really just going in a new direction within you. It may not always have to be a physical move, but it's definitely a decision about how you offer yourself to situations, which situations, people, places, and things are deserving of you, what you accept from others, right? It's about no more will I take or accept things from others that put me in a place of loss and lack. I desire an equal, balanced connection. So, there will be no wins and losses. From here, I will only win. And any opportunity I accept is an opportunity that, if it requires me to work alongside others, they are a part of this community, this peaceful space where I am able to produce, create, and just be me. But no more, of just collaborating with people who really don't understand me, see me, or have my best interests at heart. I am patiently deciding what it is I want to do with what I possess, right? And I will pursue it with all the passion and desire and fire within me, because this is what I love unconditionally. This is what I want to establish, not just for me, but just for others. So sevens, you are going to be reaping rewards, and it's because of the choices that you have made about your own personal growth and about how you just show up in your own life. And so now this seems to be like the time where you get to see the harvest. You get to experience this. And if it's in work, if it's in love, wherever this happens in your life, it doesn't matter. But the fact is that it's happening because you put in some work, and it wasn't always comfortable, but you knew it was necessary. And so now the new comes, a new direction, a new version of you because you've grown, and now rewards for the energy that you put forth. All right, sevens, enlightenment brings rewards. Thank you so much. Take care.